Turn me up, I like my money like I like my niggas. Green face card, never decline, know what I mean. Act up and you gon' make me make a scene. Only time you hear my voice is when they play me on the screen. Got bad habits, I'm not the one you wanna keep. She a trap star, put that lady on a tree. Got her ass so shook, she shaking like an apple tree. Yeah, this life ain't meant for you, but baby girl, it's meant for me. This lifestyle ain't meant for you, it's meant for me. This lifestyle got girlies clocking on my teeth. This lifestyle can get you far, know what I mean. This lifestyle ain't meant for you, it's meant for me. What it do? This my boo, she from the south. We running man just like these bitches run they mouth. I got the juice, but they still claiming it's a drought. If I say I'm coming through, I'm about to flip the house. That boy crazy, say he tryna have my baby. Hold on, Slim Shady, just like Mariah, drive him crazy. Got him stressed, make him feel it in his chest. Ask him how it feel, just like a bullet with no vest. This lifestyle ain't meant for you, it's meant for me. This lifestyle got girlies clocking on my teeth. This lifestyle can get you far, know what I mean. This lifestyle ain't meant for you, it's meant for me.
What is up, Vibers? We are back. What is going on? Fuzzy, girl, I was just thinking about you. Can y'all hear me? Is the sound okay? Let me know if the sound is okay. Let me look. It looks like it's okay. Let me know if y'all can hear me all right. I hope everybody is doing good this evening. Okay. Look at the Vibers and the blue hearts. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you. I wish this would give me blue hearts, but those hearts will definitely do. All right, what's going on? So, we got a lot of mess tonight. Y'all ready to get into some mess? I definitely am. Like, literally, a variety of bullshit is what I'm trying to get in. What's going on? Mr. Skinny is funny. Mr. Skinny, Mr. Skinny said, "What's going on, Muffins? What's going on, Mr. Skinny? What is going on over there with his foot, his virtual foot on?" Hey, Vibers or Muffins? Okay, we answer to them both. Amen. We answer to them both. Okay. So listen, Mr. Skinny, you over there with your foot on Clarissa's neck, and we're gonna get into her today too, because like apparently Muffin is crying over there. Muffin has got a lot to say. We got a lot of topics to do. I sound muffled? Okay, so some people are saying loud and clear, and some people are saying muffled. So we got to make up our mind. Which one is it, y'all? Do I need to adjust my sound a bit? It's Leia said I sound muffled. What's going on, Celia girl? Um, y'all let me know which one is it. Because I don't know. I think it should be okay. It's a little low. Okay, let me see what I can do about that. Okay, what about here? I guess I shouldn't. Okay, so okay, a lot of people are saying it's a little muffled. Let me see something. Maybe. Okay, so now some people are saying loud and clear. This is so weird. This is so weird. I don't know which one it is. Which one is it, y'all? Is it good or muffled? I'm confused. Let me turn on my phone. Let me see. Okay. I'm confused. It sounds fine from my phone. Y'all better get y'all an iPhone. Y'all better get an iPhone. Okay. Layla, I bet you Layla 305, you got an Android. Hey Kenya girl, you got an Android, don't you? Mm-hmm. Okay. So it's good. Please move forward. Shrom, baby, relax. Sunkiss saying is Trelo some. Oh my goodness. Trelo some. Girl alive, where you been? Thank you so much for coming through, Muffin. Okay. And you already know, home team. Okay. You already know what it is. You are in it. You are in it, baby. And shout out to Celia. Celia, thank you so very much for gifting your friends. Definitely. Thank you so much. I definitely appreciate it. Thank you so much, Celia. And Be True, Top of the Boot, My Melody 191, Growing Process, and It's Me, Re. Okay, welcome to the Vibers. Okay, we are in a relationship. Drop your blue gavel because why? We go together real bad. Real bad. Okay, so, Shrom, ciao. Ain't nobody said you did nothing wrong. But baby, let me tell you something. So, y'all know we're going to be doing the interview. Well, we tried to get it done yesterday, but his connection was bad because he was traveling. Bill Clinton's son, Danny. That's what we got coming up next. And Shrom, you in my comments, I love you too, Muffin. Show do Shrom Santos. I love you too, Muffin. Yes, I do. But you was telling I didn't understand the energy. You was like, I got something about Danny Williams from you. Baby, you can ask the Vibers. I did meet the Clintons in 2018. I did a whole expose, which I'm going to update for, modern times because there's more information. Clinton body count, Biden body count, Obama body. I did all of that, baby. I did all of that. So that isn't new content for me. This is a new channel. Okay. But that's not new content, Muffin. So I didn't understand what you was meaning. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't read the energy, baby. I couldn't read it. So yeah, I didn't know what you meant, baby. Okay. I put this out yeah, no, I didn't have. In fact, I reran my video from 2018, maybe 4 or 5 months ago on my other channel. And I even talked about that stuff maybe 2 months ago on Tasha K's app with her. I told them all about some of the other, stuff about Clinton's origins. No, I am very, very well read, honey. To the point where most of the stuff that people are talking about and outraged about now is what I brought out in 2018 that they tried to cancel me for. I'm usually 5 years ahead of the trends, and I'm not even saying that on some BS. It's a gift and a curse. But I didn't understand that, baby. You do have a great idea. There's nothing wrong with that, but it was the way that you was like, you stole my baby. I don't even mean this from in a bad way, but I am one of the most duplicated people that you can ask the Vibers, baby. Ask the Vibers, okay? We got people that will literally mimic my voice, okay? One of them, I don't think she mimics me in that way or whatever, but she's had some issues, some personal issues. I really hope she checking the dockets. But anyway, let's get into it. She said, Nylah, no, I don't. But I mean, as long as we cool, sure, I'm cool. We cool, we cool, we cool. But y'all know we gotta do a little dibbling dabbling before we actually get started on the live. We have to let our little small talk happen for multiple reasons. One of the reasons is we want to keep full monetization on the video, and we're gonna be talking some shit. Okay. Oh my goodness, my Melly, that is so sweet. Especially because, like, I ain't did nothing, child. I ain't even did nothing. I felt like I owe y'all better than this, to come, looking like I look right now. But I appreciate it. Yes, you're right, Strom. So listen, do we have any birthdays, any celebrations, anything that we need to acknowledge? Okay. And that could just mean that you overcame something this week. It could mean you having a divorce party, whatever it is. But we celebrate everything in our community. So let me know if we have anything we need to acknowledge. I know we had a few birthdays last week. Typically, we have some every other day, I feel like. But yeah, we're going to finish up the Danny Williams interview on Monday. And I didn't want to do it live because sometimes I get distracted by the audience. So I kind of want to do it. Well, the plan last night was pre-record, but we had had a little connection issue, but I'm trying to think. Do y'all prefer me to do it live or do y'all want me to do it pre-recorded? So it's up to y'all. It's up to y'all. I was trying to do what you guys want me to do, but no, it's not Wayne. Is it? No, Wayne's birthday is in October. Or you just trying to be funny? And Wayne, if you're watching the playback, I know you miss me, honey. I know you do, child. Okay. Wayne, in case y'all don't know, is one of our bros, okay, who gets mad at us acknowledging the birthdays. Okay. He gets so mad. He gets so mad. Y'all want to do it live? Okay. Okay, cool. Let's do it live. So we're gonna go ahead. Barbie. Oh my God. I love you, baby. How you been? I ain't seen you in a long time. My country southern gal. Mm-hmm. Okay. You know what, Celia? You still running with that joke. Celia says she paid off her 2008 Corolla. You gotta be an old school viber to know what she talking about. Okay. You know what? I ain't dragged a hoe in a long time. And I'm waiting to get this one heifer wrapped up in court because she thought I was playing with her. I forgot just because she didn't shut up, baby. I never forget I'm a Taurus. It's up forever until I eliminate you, right? Um, listen, listen. Uh, you gotta be old school. Wait a minute, Barbie. What? Barbie says she just got her asshole whitened. Barbie, why are you always on some pornography over here, baby? What is you bleach your ass, baby? Now I'm gonna tell y'all, in my salon, we had an esthetician that did the anal bleaching. I never understood why people got their assholes bleached, but apparently, like some people, like some of the people that would come to my salon were like dancers and stuff. So um they wanted everything to be one color, so they would get it lightened. So they would get their booty hole bleached. You know, they didn't want to be like, who was that say? My ass fat, but my booty hole round. Who said that? One of them hoes was saying that or whatever. They didn't want no brown booty hole. They wanted their booty hole to be pink. And I mean pink, okay? They used to get their booties bleached. And look, the only thing that I'm gonna have extra around my booty, okay? My wax lady, okay? My wax lady, okay? She could wax, she get to wax my booty hole, but I don't bleach it. It's too much for me. I am old, okay? So old ladies don't do shit like that. At least this one don't. So they do it. I don't think it causes any irritation. It's a skin grade bleaching situation. So I don't think unless you like are super sensitive. We've been saying how long I've been saying we're gonna have a girls talk day. We need to have a girls talk day. We do and talk about all this stuff. But yeah, I'm not putting no bleach. Because first of all, ain't nobody finna be in there. Okay, is you know what I'm saying? I look, if that's what you do, go ahead and do it. But mine is for one thing and one thing only. Okay. What's going on, elegant? What's going on? We got some more gifts going. Hold on. It made yours itchy. See, I don't want no itchy booty, baby. I can't have no itchy booty. Ain't no way in hell I want an itchy booty. Mm-mm. That just ain't right. Okay. Shout out to Andrea. Thank you so very much, Andrea, for gifting some friends. Thank you so much. Okay. We have Queen Tam Tam. Hey, boo. How are you? You already know. You know what it is. You already know because we've been in this thing together for a long time. Okay. I love y'all so much and I love the energy that y'all are giving. Thank you so very much. Okay. Energy is a real thing. It is a real thing. Okay. So, yeah, I don't want no itchy booty, baby. No, no, I don't, I don't want no itchy booty. Because I would be thinking it's dirty if it's itching. And I wouldn't know to tell the difference. I've been and got some bleach to clean the bleach. Okay. So yeah, we're not gonna do that. But anyway, now she gonna look up Danny Clinton number. Look, don't look. I got it. He gave it to me willingly, but baby, don't move over to stalker territory. Well, you know what? I can't say that because Lord knows I done sat on a live stream and called Shirley Strawberry. Uh, the attorney? Y'all know I'll be calling people attorneys and all this kind of shit. I do weird stuff. Um, the God honest truth said waxing or bleaching. No, it's the bleaching. Waxing, I no longer get my booty hole waxed. I do the sugaring. So they do the sugar wax, which I guess it's the same thing. We just don't use the regular honey wax anymore. I feel like the sugaring is it's better. Yeah, Ben Crump, I called him, I called Krell. I be calling people all the time, y'all. My chair is supposed to be smart. Y'all notice I be going up and down. So it's supposed to adjust with me and it gets on my damn nerves because he be taking me up and down, like, you know what I'm saying, based on how I move in the chair. And I don't think I like that. I think I want to go back to dumb chairs. But no, it does not it doesn't the sugaring doesn't do anything. I think it's less pain and the hair grows back slower. So yeah, she said we need him on the show. This would be awesome. Oh yeah, we definitely gonna have him up, okay? Nuh-uh. Brasilia said that sugar wax is from the pits of hell. Y'all know I'm gonna have to edit the first what we've been live now for 16 minutes because somebody gonna come in my comment section and she didn't take too long. Cause you know, niggas don't know how to use fast forward. It's too much of a project for you to turn on a video and fast forward to get there. I need somebody to do the timestamps for me. That would be so cool. Okay. Trelo thank you. She said, I miss you too, girl. I miss you too. You staying warm out there? Cause baby, I know what that Chicago weather gives. That's why I will never go back permanently in the winter time to live. Okay. I don't think I can do it. Okay. Let's see. What day is it where you are? It says this live is on the 5th, but it's 10. Well, baby, I might have I might have scheduled it wrong. You know I'm old. You know I'm old. I look, so I do it all the time. I will do it all the time. So today where I'm at is Wednesday, February 4th, and it is 7:56 p.m. But I'm on the West Coast. So, baby, I probably messed up. So I thank y'all and appreciate y'all for showing up, even though I did that. I did that. Aaliyah, I think it's your time. Is it your turn to watch me? Why you weren't watching me, Aaliyah? So anyway, we got a lot of stuff to talk about. Okay, we got a lot of stuff to react to and review and discuss, including, baby, we're going to go through Jeffrey Epstein's emails. Baby, I got his emails. I got the flight logs. I got all the files. Of course, we're gonna have to be doing that, over a course because it's so much stuff in there. I got the pictures, baby. I got his Amazon shopping. Okay. I got his text messages, baby. I got what else? I got his Facebook stuff. Y'all, we got all the bullshit. Okay. We got all the bullshit. Okay. Hey, President Banks girl, how are you? She says, hi, are you the lady that used to say girl la la? I am the lady that still says girl la la. Okay. Hey, girl la la. Okay. That's my thing. That is my thing. Um, One Jennifer said it's 10:56 in the D, but we are going to go all night. Amen. And we are. I didn't have my nap, okay, and did all that. Y'all see Aaliyah trolling me and making fun. This is ageism. Aaliyah, that's ageism. You shouldn't be doing that to me just because I'm a granny. You don't put me up there with no white hair, with no bun on my head, regardless to my hair having some white in it when I take this wig off, baby. And I put that big bun on top of my hair. Sure do. Don't be, that's ageism. That's very ageist of you to be making fun of Granny Nylah. So anyway, Barbie's asking where Wayne is at because she need Wayne to know that that booty hole is bleached, baby. Right, Barbie? Anyway, let me see. Yeah, the muskrat caught up in his Epstein. Baby, it's a mess. But do you know who the most prolific politician in the Epstein files are, right? When I say the most prolific, I mean the one that literally appears the most. The most. He took the most flights with them. at the island the most, got the like, and it's always been that way. It's something that I talked about back in 2018. That's probably why they was, well, not probably, actually did admit that they were dinging people's channels for that or whatever. Bill Clinton. But if you know anything about Bill Clinton, then you know Bill Clinton is the most prolific politician in the Epstein files. And it's really funny because remember when Elon and Trump fell out? Remember when they fell out and they was going back and forth, and Elon was like, "Nigga, that's why you don't want to expose those files because you all through them. You all up through there." So is he. So is Elon. I'm literally, let me let y'all in on a little something. I'm finna show you something right now. Okay. We're not gonna get to this part yet, but just so y'all know, bam. We in his email. You see that? We in his email. This is the Gmail of Jeffrey. Okay. So yes. People were even trolling him once he died. They were emailing him like the first email is up there. You're dead. Good riddance. Child. A mess. So yeah. And you know what? I was trying to figure out, you know, oh, well, Hillary got rid of those emails. That whole thing with Podesta, the emails and stuff. Hillary, the Clintons, they are all so heavily protected. And you know what? I almost hate to talk about it now because, like, people get mad for some reason if you bring out the truth. And I experienced that already when I used to talk about this stuff back in the day. Oh, yeah, Elon, baby. Elon is all up through there. All up through there. Okay. So now he's trying to do, baby, please. They can't. I do need to say this, though. Full transparency and disclosure, because I don't think that everybody is reporting it the way that it is. So there are several different components to the Epstein files, right? There are, the court documents. There are the things with all of the court transcripts. There's the communications, like, like his text messages and all this kind of stuff. That's a part of the file. And then they had an anonymous tip line. The anonymous tip line, I'm going to be perfectly honest. And a lot of people are, and I'm sorry that I have to do this, but I have to keep it real. I have to be honest. I'm going to stand by integrity, even though I know that people want the reporting a certain way. I'm going to tell y'all the truth. I mean, I'm going to read all the bullshit, but I'm going to tell y'all the truth. And you can do with what you want to do with it. So, like I said, there are multiple components to it. You got his emails, you got his messages, you have the stuff from, court, you have the prison stuff, you got all type of stuff, and then you have the information that went through an anonymous tip line. The anonymous tip line is what not everybody, but what Orange and everybody was trying to get them to not show. And I kind of think that the reason why they wanted to do that is because, to be honest, it's very easy to debunk most of what came through the anonymous tip line. So, like, if you called during the time of the investigation and you said something about anybody connected to Epstein, your part would be in these files. So they got thousands and thousands of calls and tips. And so they had to log it no matter what. So, like, for instance, the Fiesta with Jay-Z and R. Kelly. If y'all remember the video, they were on an island, right? So it's going around, has been going around for a while, that was, well, for maybe like 2 years, people have been saying that was Epstein Island and that it appears in the files. It's so easy to debunk this. The Fiesta song came out a long time before he even bought the island, right? So those things are there, but it's not true. Like, and even like like when I first started reading that stuff, I was like, oh my God, this is crazy. I remember waking up my husband saying, look, they said that Trump was here and they unalived this little girl and they did that. I cannot believe this shit. And then he was like, babe, read the whole thing. read the entire thing. And I'm like, I did. I read the whole file. I'm finna read the next file. And he was like, you're reading from the anonymous tip line. And so I was like, oh. And so, do y'all see what I'm saying? The anonymous tip line is anybody calling saying whatever and they would log it. So, like I said, if you called or sent an email to the anonymous tip line, you would be in the files. Not your name per se, but your contribution. So for some people, that's going to be like, a whole bunch of stuff. So a lot of people are going to be reporting the anonymous tip line as fact when 90% of the anonymous tip line that I've been through, you can debunk yourself. So, and some of it just sounds like crazy, right? But it is a lot of stuff in there that a lot of people were trying to like move away from, like your boy, Chris Tucker. A lot of people kept trying to say back when, because I remember I brought that out when I first started discussing Epstein in 2019. Like maybe I started talking about him maybe about 6 months before he allegedly unalived himself. And put a bookmark there because I need y'all to drop a heart. I did this before, but I lost that channel. I don't have the content anymore, but I don't mind doing it again. Do y'all want me to walk through what exactly happened at that prison and the history behind it? Because there's a history before his last prison stint that a lot of people don't know. And a whole breakdown on where he lived, the symbolism. Y'all, I don't know. Some of you guys are newer to me. I dig heavy into breaking down and explaining occult symbolism, esoteric breakdowns and stuff like that, because there was a lot of that on Jeff's island. A lot of it. He had like Egyptian temples there, all kinds of stuff that a lot of people are like skipping past. Like there was a lot of occult ritualistic stuff there. It was there, y'all. Okay. Including the photos that surfaced in like I think 2020 that looks a lot like him being photographed on the island. So it's really crazy and it's a lot of stuff. So we have did enough small talk so that we can get into the mess part of the stream so that we're not demonetized or anything like that. So what I'm going to do right now is shout out a sponsor. Y'all do me a favor and hit the like button. The likes are not liking. We have 457 viewers right now and 166 likes. Please hit the like button and shout out to Acme Listening Inc. Thank you so very much for the gifts. Okay, I appreciate you gifting a friend muffin, and it looks like Positive Queen on Purpose. Hey girl, a lot. She been around every year that I've been on YouTube, and I appreciate you. Thank you so very much, baby. Welcome back. And I missed a super chat. Shout out to Virgo Girl Alive. Thank you so very much for the super chat. I appreciate it. I appreciate it so much. So let's go ahead and get a shout out to the sponsors, and then we'll get right into the mess nonstop. We're gonna be talking about T.S. Madison, Nikki, and everybody that I can think of. And like I said, we're gonna go through these emails, we're gonna go through these pictures, baby. Look, it's so much mess with the Jeffrey Epstein stuff, baby. His Amazon shopping. Now, that's a different level of nosy to be in somebody's shopping carts and seeing what they was getting delivered. Can somebody please tell me this? Why was this man ordering prostate massagers? Now stop it, because I know I got some nurses in the I know we got some nurses. So maybe there is a reason for people to have a prostate massager, right? But in the theater of my mind, that's some freaky deaky shit. Okay. Prostate massage. He ordered all type of sex books. This man was like really disgusting. A prostate massager. And I'm nosy, right? So I look it straight up on Amazon to see exactly what the thing is. And I didn't look very, very close because I was disgusted because my mind is so goddamn vivid that I'm imagining this little nasty thing. Okay, stop. Clear my mind, Jesus. Clear my mind. Uh, I'm imagining what that man was doing with that prostate massager. And I'm like, oh my God, no. But yes, he ordered a lot of sex books. He ordered a lot of books. That a lot of anti-Trump books. We got him emailing, talking to Rothschilds, and like this man, but he was very connected. In one of his emails, while he's talking to like investors and stuff, he literally emailed saying, I represent the Rothschilds. And he did. You know what I'm saying? Like this wasn't no little bitty situation. This was a big thing, you know, and there were a lot of people connected that are flying under the radar. And not to mention, most of the people that were closest to him and that were around, y'all, they're dead. And they all died very similarly. Even the ones that didn't reside in the US, they died. They're all dead. Suicide, weird shit happening to them. It's crazy. Like this stuff is really really deep. It's a lot more than the gossip side. So I wish more people kind of like realize that it's more than just the anonymous tip line emails, which most of them is just, you know, crazy stuff or whatever. This stuff is deep. Okay? It's very, very deep. But anyway, do me a favor, hit that like button. We're going to shout out these sponsors and then we'll get right into the commentary and the shenanigans. All right.
Welcome back to the Vibers, the Blue Heart Gang, Gang, Gang. And if you're just getting here for the first time, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, click those notification bells so that you can know every time I go live or when I do another upload. Because now we are in a relationship and yeah, we got to get into this bullshit. This product is so important because not only is it produced with care, but it actually has proven results. There have been over 10,000 units of this sold. The company name is shareabutters.com, and this was developed with love by a woman who simply wanted to help her beautiful daughter as she recovered from the devastating effects of cancer, chemo, and radiation burn, and has helped many others with fading stretch marks, eczema, and many other skin issues. Check out the website as it has tons of other valuable products. Check it out. There will be a link and a discount code pinned in the comments section of this video. Now, girl, you know we don't gatekeep over here. Get yourself over to LanoShopping55.com right now. And I mean now. Look at this price point for this cute outfit. Have we not been looking for a shop that, number one, is owned by a Black woman, but number two, actually has cute and affordable clothing? Yes, look no further. Honey, I was so shocked when one of our Vibers showed us the website. I was like, yo, how come we don't know about this stuff? But look, I'm putting you on, check it out. And when I tell you there is not a piece on there that I would not rock or buy for someone else. And the prices are amazing. The fashions are right on point. And what I really love about her shop is how inclusive it is. And when I say that, this is what I mean. You know how like all the sexy clothes are usually for the skinny chicks? Not on Lano Shop, honey. On LanoShopping55.com, even the plus size baddies get good looking gear. And the price is still right. Make sure you guys head over there because listen, free shipping on orders over $50. And honey, you're gonna wanna spend more than $50. And you can actually get on the email list for an additional percentage off of your order. You cannot beat it. Baby, look at those jeans. I cannot wait to put these hips in those jeans. Head over there. Let me know what you guys think about it. LanoShopping55.com. There will be a link pinned in the comment section.
All right, and we're back. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into this mess. So let me bring this in, okay? I hope that I set this thing up right. I was just trying to make sure that we got everything in. So let's go.
So y'all bitches need to step your pussy up. Come on, bitch. Cause there's some shit that bitches like me ain't going for. Now let me cook. Can I cook? Cook. You're not coming in my fucking house with no poo shiesty. You're not coming in here with that hood on with drawstring and bitch, I can only see 15% of your face. I'm not letting you in through the back. You're not coming up the fire escape. Fucking no. Find somebody else.
Okay. I'm so sorry for how abruptly this began, but let's talk about this for a second. So, this is a podcast, obvious, of T.S. Madison, and these are women with prostates that are talking. And the reason why I said that is because that is what the DL Whisperer calls him, and I am someone that appreciates the way that he has been dragging them. Now, I do have a funny video on my other channel where T.S. Madison came over because I was dragging her. And I'm sorry, I was dragging Sir, right? T.S. Madison came through, I was dragging, and he came in there on some talking some woo-woo stuff, and I woo-woo back to him. And then he got up there on the panel, and to be honest, he was very respectful on the panel and said that he would come back and all this kind of stuff, right? But it's just I'm very irritated by the usurping of womanhood through me. It's so irritating. So anyway, let's yeah. So I just want y'all to know that this is two trans identified males that are having a conversation. All right.
So y'all bitches need to step your pussy up. Come on, bitch. Cause there's some shit that bitches like me ain't going for. Now let me cook. Can I cook? Cook. You're not coming in my fucking house with no poo shiesty. You're not coming in here with that hood on with drawstring and bitch, I can only see 15% of your face. I'm not letting you in through the back. You're not coming up the fire escape. Fucking no. Find somebody.
So okay, I'm trying to figure out why is this Negro up here acting like the average woman is letting some like saying a man, y'all know what a Pusaisi mask is, right? So, number one, if they're wearing a Pushaisi mask, it sounds like she's gonna get robbed, like she's gonna be a victim. Like it's not her man if he has on a Pushaisi. He just got through unaliving something on a drill, and he's probably getting robbed, or perhaps they're at an exotic vacation somewhere in the mountains. I don't know, but telling women to step their vaginas up when you don't have one, sir, is diabolical. And then this is what kills me about them all. They love to take everything to a sexual level. Everything is sexual for them, right? So if you call yourself talking to women about making bad choices in men and how they need to basically raise their standards, because I guess that this is, the very male misogynistic way of doing that, right? So if you're telling this to women to raise their standards, right? Why is it that you're telling them to step up basically their vaginas? What does your vagina have to do with that? Like, inquiring minds want to know. Let's keep going.
Else. I'm not going for that. When you set the record straight right now, it's shit. When I meet guys, I may be wrong. I don't tell them my tea instantly. You need to see me out. Take me to the mall. Tell me.
You don't tell them your tea. Now, I'm going to say this. I have nothing against people doing them. Don't. Let's be clear. I'm not in the bedroom with you. And if you have, gender dysmorphia or whatever, I want you to get the help that you need. I have no problem with people pursuing life the way that they want to pursue it. Okay. But I do have a problem with women being usurped. Okay. I do have a problem with men basically telling women to sit down. I'm going to do womanhood better, or trying to identify. I don't like that shit. Okay. So please understand that.
Why? Take me to the mall because I believe that when you tell guys from the beginning, upon meeting and y'all exchange numbers, I feel like you kind of scare them off if you tell them I'm trans or I'm.
What do you mean you scare them off? And see, people gonna get mad at me saying this, but I'll tell you what, telling them that you don't have to tell them your tea is the reason why some of y'all be getting hands and feet put on you. That's why. Because everyone has the right to know. Everyone has the right to know. Like, you can't just tuck your dick and think that it don't matter to the person. Like, y'all are literally trying to make everyone gay, and everybody isn't. And if you are gay, that's cool, but you should give people the choice. That's not cool.
Used to be a man, or I'm not a real woman, that kind of puts doubt in their mind. But to me, and I'm only speaking.
It's not doubt. Every man, there are some men that are intertrans. There are some men that are bi. There are some men that are just gay or whatever. But there are men that are heterosexual too. Like, that counts as well. But they also are trying to say that if a man wants them or is in a relationship with them, they're actually heterosexual. And I'm like, no, you both have a prostate. Even if you chop your ding ding off, you have a prostate. Your chromosomes are XY. Like, stop.
Myself, because it works out for me every time. For me, it works out every time. Let's go to the movies. So we go out to eat, and we go to the movies. We go to the mall. Ma'am, would you like your receipt in the bag? He's hearing all of that. He's gathering all of that. I met his homeboys. You know what I mean? Where even if it was for a brief second, if he had to pull up and drop, hey, take this little, we drop some weed. His friend like, damn, this shoe. Like, oh, hey, how you? None of his friends suspected anything. So when I dished the dirt to him, it's like, damn, I just had this bitch at the mall. She done met the homeboys. I done spent her through the block. I done went out to eat with her. If I didn't know and nobody else knew, I can get at a shot. I wouldn't mind doing that again, taking her out again. I feel like it kind of scares people off when you just give them that punch, that blow from the beginning.
So you don't think that that's a risk?
I don't think it's a risk because it's not sexual.
Ah.
I believe it only.
Bullshit. I feel like even with women, like, don't you want to know if you meet someone under the guise, like a woman, if you meet a trans man, right? Or a trans identified woman, whatever we call them or whatever, and you think that this is an actual biological male, don't you prefer them to tell you up front, to give you the option of whether or not that's what you want to do? I mean, for multiple reasons. Some people, it could be religious, it could be just, I don't fuck with that. Whatever it is, you cannot rob somebody of their choice. Like, that's just insane. But again, that's also patriarchy. That's also male nature, right? The nature of a man is to dominate and to conquer, right? And basically, to run and rule shit. So that's what they're basically trying to do.
Comes a risk if y'all just trying to be sexual and try to fool them. That is their damn birthright to know.
Yeah, you follow gay people, and you follow because Vince is gay, but then you also.
I'm pretty sure T.S. Madison is talking about Tamar Braxton's ex-husband.
So let's get into this. Y'all know the DL Whisper, right? If not, y'all do want to go on Instagram and follow him. He be lighting it up over there, right? I think he has a YouTube channel too, though. But DL Whisperer be giving them the work. Early, when he first started, he mostly was, warning women about, oh man, I did that. I didn't mean to do that. He mostly was warning women about the dangers of messing with, let me put my thing back up here, my green screen, about the dangers of messing around with DL men. But the trans people got into it, and they've been doxing him, stalking him, and all this kind of stuff. So he been giving them that work, honey. And I mean that work. Okay. So this is what this is. So he exposed in an interview that Tasha K did with him that Tamar Braxton's ex-husband, Vince, which, who didn't know that Vince was fruity? I mean, didn't we all know that Vince was fruity? Did we all know? Clearly, I mean, I always viewed him as Tamar's handler, and we'll talk about that at another time, okay? We definitely will talk about that another time, okay? What's this? All Eyes on Me said he just told us to step our cat up. Well, oh, you're talking about that? Yeah, crazy. Just crazy. So let's go.
X in front of it. Because the Natasha K interview, we did use the word husband. I think some of the wording that we were using was a little bit off. They haven't been married in how long? I'm just assuming a lot of you didn't either pay attention to the Tasha K interview or you haven't watched the whole interview. Let me just say this. I didn't fuck anybody's husband. I've never fucked this man. How many times do I have to tell y'all that? No matter how many times you twist it, no matter how many times you flip it, nothing is going to change. I never fucked this man. There was no intercourse between us. I've already said that once in Tasha K interview. I've already said that plenty of times. I don't know what else y'all want me to say, but I'm not actually saying anything else. Believe what the fuck you want to believe at this point, because you're going to do that anyways. And if anybody has any further questions, direct them to me, because nobody can tell you about me but me.
Okay, so that was that. So I guess T.S. Madison was, I guess, getting into the tea or whatever. He's clearing it up. And I have been hearing, even though I didn't think I remember him saying that he had sex with him or whatever, but yeah, yeah, yeah. Vince, I mean, you could tell that Vince, got a little fruity booty. You could tell. You could definitely tell. So y'all all know that Nikki, okay, Nikki is absolutely like, what are y'all talking about? Claressa beat up Remy. I don't believe that. That's probably just somebody trying to disrupt the live stream. Cause baby, that would be everywhere. My phone would be blowing up if that was true. But anyway, y'all all know that Nikki has ruffled some feathers. And let me give my opinion on this, right? So how can I put this? When it comes to like people's political decisions and stuff like that, I may be a little bit different because of my understanding, right? And my understanding, old school vibers can attest to this, is more so I understand the machine. I understand the machine. And that all hands are dirty, right? So I don't think that there is a candidate that we've ever put in office that was a good person. I don't think there's ever been and I mean this when I say all of them. Some better than others, some more likable than others, some not as bad, but they all have done some bad things. By the way, Obama's in them files too. Okay. So just so y'all know, Obama made the Epstein files. But listen, um I don't think that it is smart. Well, I know that it's not smart for everybody, for the world to know how everybody is leaning politically. And this is why. The reason why it's not cool is because you got one group that knows for sure that we're going to vote for them. We have one group that knows for sure that we're not going to vote for them. That makes it where nobody has to quote unquote pander or do shit to us. And believe it or not, your politicians are supposed to be kissing your ass. They're supposed to be doing stuff for you. They're supposed to be trying to win your vote. One group already knows there's nothing that we could do that's gonna make these people vote. And the other group says it don't matter, we ain't gotta do shit. They're gonna vote for us. So there's no competition there. No one should know who we're voting for. And when you make it to where you can cancel people based on their political choices, and I get it, okay? But optically, if you make it to where publicly you can be humiliated, shamed, or canceled based on who you vote for, you are easier to be deceived. And let me explain why. Everybody that they they present to us with an agenda, be it the agenda good or be the agenda bad, right? They can effectively have us leaning whatever way they want us to lean about anybody. All they have to do is connect them to someone that we don't like or someone that we don't respect. I don't respect or trust any of them. Okay? I don't think that anybody should, okay? As far as like all of this, the whole cancel culture thing surrounding politics, I'm telling y'all, we walking down dangerous territory. Dangerous territory. It's almost like cultish at this point, to the point where you can't even tell the truth, and we can only discuss one party. I did an experiment in 2020, which cost me one of my channels, right? In 2020, when everything was going on before the election or whatever, I would I could say whatever I wanted to say about Trump. I did a video, drag Trump. I could say anything. I didn't have to watch my language. Video fully monetized, right? If I said the slightest factual, right? Not even, not even dragging. If I said something that was factually relevant and showed receipts, if it was negative about Biden, it would either get demonetized or my channel, and I still have all the receipts. My channel was actually demonetized for this. YouTube has since admitted, and Facebook, that that administration actually had it that way, to where if you spoke negatively about the Biden administration, you were highly censored, right? But I could say what I want to say about any other party. I like it was just crazy or whatever. You don't want to have it to where they know how you're going to lean. Okay? They should never know, because if they know how you're going to lean, they know how to trick you. They know, they know what to do. They should never know. They should always feel like they have to win your vote. They should never know that you won't vote for this person. They should always be afraid of what your vote is going to be. Right? But that's all I'm going to say on that. Let's see. Erica F says, I don't care who anyone votes for, but the way Nikki is attacking others is the problem. I once voted Republican myself. I'm no party now. So I feel like it's both parties. I mean, I feel like she's getting attacked in the media, and then pay attention. I'm not going to get into it now, but this is something I used to talk about a lot. Operation Mockingbird, Operation Paperclip. These are on the record CIA operations where a lot of this stuff has been kind of manufactured. I don't really want to get into it on this stream because we'll never get through it, but just understand that whenever you see the majority of celebrities, the majority of politicians, the majority of political leaders, right? The majority of the news, you know how like everybody is on board in the same direction for everything. And listen, I'm not saying that some things can't be true, because there are such things as universal truths, right? Some things are universally true for everyone. So you're going to cross paths and agree with everybody at some point through some universal truth, right? But whoever the media is pushing, you better back away. Historically, that's been the truth. Okay. Now, look, we'll get into that another time. A lot of time. Okay. Yeah, be the one. Most of the time, what the direction that the crowd is going in is typically the direction that you want to go the opposite in, or at least pick and choose what part you want to follow. That's all I'm saying. But there is some agendas being played out here, right? So let's see. They had this panel discussion with Joy Reid, and they had a lot of stuff to say. So let's listen.
That the other side is giddy about having Nicki Minaj.
Oh, this is kind of low. Let me see if I can make it a little bit louder. I don't know why it recorded low.
A rapper they despise. A rapper
Can y'all
they
hear
don't
that?
respect. A rapper most of them probably have never heard one of her songs, and if they have, they're horrified. The reason they want her on a leash as their house pet, cuddled at Donald Trump's feet, the reason she is the new house pet is because...
So it is very low, but Joy Reid is basically calling Nicki a house pet, right? Basically saying that she's on a leash. And I'm going to say that I think she's on a leash too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's very low. I don't understand why it's so low.
They need NEEED, Black people, to give them cultural cool. Black cultural cool has always been a powerful, powerful element in the country.
And that is so true. Black cultural pool has always been a powerful thing. But I don't understand why people don't recognize it works on both ends. Black cultural pool. I mean, we saw Hillary start talking country, talking about she had hot sauce in her bag. We saw Kamala acting like her mama was at home making greens and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Knowing that she was eating goddamn it curry and naan bread. You know what I'm saying? Black culture is a big thing, and everybody wants to dip into it, right? So, but that works for both sides, right?
Candace Owens was brought into Turning Point USA to do that, to recruit rappers, to recruit Kanye West for a reason. It's not like they like rap music, but they needed Candace to do that.
This is
Well,
so
Candace has
low. I
gone.
don't know why it recorded so low. I'm just gonna let that one pass. Hopefully the other ones didn't record that low, or I'll just so I still have the individual videos or whatever. But I'm gonna say it works that way for everybody, right? You can be a political pet for massa on each side. It don't even matter, okay? Yes, Hillary did say she had that hot sauce, knowing damn well she don't eat hot sauce. Ketchup is hot for that hoe, okay?
About it, but she's not gonna work. But they're gonna keep looking for somebody black to be the face, to put blackface on MAGA, and they know that cultural cool matters. That's why they're doing it. I'm done.
But that's true. That's true. They are looking for, that is absolutely what they're looking for. Absolutely. That's the truth. But they're looking for it on both sides because we don't dominate in the office. We don't dominate in the Senate. We don't dominate in Congress. We don't dominate in any of those places. So they need a black face on either side.
Thank you, Joy Reid.
What is some of the policies in California, given you've spent a lot of time there, that makes you think Gavin Newsom is Gavin Newsom? Is it the mass amount of illegal immigration and tax dollars being spent for illegal and healthcare? Is it the failure to rebuild homes in the Palisades? Is it just pro-trans ideology and pushing that on kids in schools?
Let me stop right there because I want to say something. Guys, don't fight each other about politicians. Please. Can we respectfully disagree in the chat? We don't have to call each other let's not rock like that. You know what I'm saying? Let us go ahead. You can disagree and all that, but let's not do that. That's literally what they want. That's why this thing is manufactured the way it is. That's why we have this stuff going the way that's going now. That's why whatever you say on social media, people attack you if you don't let's not do that. Let's not fight, right? Let's not call each other names. Respectfully disagree or argue your point. Because if you have to insult or call a name because someone disagrees with you, maybe it's because you really can't form your argument well. You know what I'm saying? Let's not do that, y'all.
What stands out the most to you?
And I'm glad you asked that because I want to make it clear. I personally don't have an issue with the trans part of the LGBT at all. I am the biggest advocate for adults being able to do whatever the heck they want to do. They're adults. I don't care. I only mentioned something because when it comes to children, I wouldn't even allow my 17-year-old daughter to get breast implants. Neither, and most 99% of the parents would not let their 17-year-old child get breast implants. So if you wouldn't let a child get breast implants, you're not going to want them to have any kind of surgery because we all know the brain is not developed. And we've heard about 19 times more likely to commit suicide. What more do you need to know? That a child is 19 times more likely to commit suicide if they have a surgery before they're an adult? So I just wanted to make that clear because, of course, I don't judge, adults with, they can do whatever they want. With Newsom, it's the fact that with everything you said, but then having the audacity to be playing on Twitter, obsessed with Trump, trying to be Trump, trying to be funny when it's not, and then wanting to roll around in the mud with female rappers or whomever and completely missing the plot. We would never want someone like that to be our president. Americans are so big on loyalty, and that just showed us all you do not have a loyal bone in your body. And no one is going to vote for you.
All right, so that's that. Here's what I will say, and this is why we shouldn't argue over politics, right? people vote how they vote, all right? And at the end of the day, the electoral college is going to tell us who that president is going to be. Some people may have voted for somebody that we don't like because of shit like that. You know what I'm saying? It could have been because of stuff like that. If you're in California, I've read so many stories of parents who were upset about their children, being transitioned without their permission. And how, all this kind of stuff. So I'm sorry, I do not disagree with that. I don't think children should be transitioning. That's just my hardline stance. But if it's not my kid, it's nothing that I can say. But I tell you what, I am glad that there is a protection in place for children to not be having surgeries like that. I don't think that's cool. Okay. Okay. Thank you so very much, Acme, for the super chat. She said, this is our time to stay focused on what is really going on. Absolutely. And people have no idea. Y'all, it is so deep what is happening right now that I don't even think that I could explain it to most people. Like, and the participation level in what is happening. Like, y'all, real quick, if you believe in manifestation on any level, if you understand, like, and even going through the Jeffrey Epstein files should make you understand that the ritual aspect of the elites is real. Okay. Is not something corny, even though there are people that blow they put a lot of bullshit in it, right? So it makes it hard to explain as a real concept. But you are absolutely being pushed to kind of enter into a spiritual contract, if you will, with the elites. When you push their agendas, when you participate from the perspective that they give you. Okay, it's a lot more that I can go into, but I don't want to change the subject. Well, Aaliyah, write that down so I can think of it. Remember to do a live. Maybe we'll do a members only or something like that about that topic or whatever. But it is so deep. It really is deep. And the only thing I can tell you is this. This is what I told the girls in my Rich Girl Club. This year, believe it or not, everything that you do right now, do it with intentions based on exactly what you want and how you want your life to look. And the reason why I say that, and mark my words, everything that you do throughout this year, you are laying the foundation for more than likely the next decade of your life. Be very intentional with your words. Be very careful about what you say, the type of energy that you take in, the type of media that you consume, because everything is not exactly what you would think it is. Okay. And that's all I'm going to say on that matter. All right. Let's go. That was too long. So this right here, child, let me just turn this. I don't know if y'all saw this or not, but I did a video on it yesterday. Y'all know that the girl that was seen on the tape with R. Kelly has actually come out with her book. Rashana Landfair is out, right? She is no longer hiding behind the pseudonym Jane Doe. She is out speaking her truth. She wrote a book and she put out her memoirs of what happened, and I'm here for it. Now, in her interview, she is, from what I understand, accusing Sparkle of actually being involved with helping her to be groomed. And people have said that for years. Just, I have to tell you guys this. Before all of this kind of stuff, the stuff with R. Kelly came out, she was in my circle. And she was telling everyone about this situation and that she had been pleading, with her family, her people, Rashana's parents to keep her away from R. Kelly, right? And they would not listen. They were ostracizing her. This part I know for a fact, right? So it was I was really taken aback when I had heard that, because she had always maintained, she had called CPS, she was calling the police. She was actually trying to protect her from this. So when I heard this, I was like, wow, that's crazy. It's got me looking at her like kind of weird. And so she made this statement, and she didn't throw Rashana under the bus. She just basically said this is a part of her healing journey. You know what? Let me go ahead and read it. I can't even see it on there, but I'm gonna go ahead and read it from my phone, because I mean, very interesting stuff here. So Sparkle's statement is, give me one moment. Whoever wrote this for her, they did a good job. Okay, she definitely got a PR team to do this, okay? Because it was well written, and it just made it it made it, it made it okay. So basically, she denied the grooming. She stated that any suggestion that she groomed or facilitated or enabled harm to her niece is untrue and deeply painful. She claimed, um, she said that, she asserted that when she learned that the parents allowed the unsupervised time, and this is what I knew back then of her, right? She said that she told them to stop it. She called DCFS. And I remember it was so surreal. I was like, I couldn't believe it. I didn't even know whether to believe that this was actually happening, because it sounded so crazy. Um, she always cooperated with the police. She testified against him. Um, and she just basically was like, it's painful to have her past actions be questioned, but she said that she's glad that she's finally finding her voice, and basically was like, she's got to heal. And so I guess she's kind of leaning towards, how like, if we're being honest here, her parents sold her out. Her parents allowed this to happen. Her parents, even after knowing about that video of seeing their baby being urinated on, right? Her father still dealt with R. Kelly. He still played for him, right? So maybe there is a little, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not even going to say, but this was what her parents are trash. I'm sorry. And I know most people, and I don't know if she is going to, most people want to hear her trash her parents. She probably will never, right? This, from what I understand, her dad is her hero, you know, like, a lot of us, feel about our fathers who were, active and good or whatever. But it's just, it always, I do not like when people immediately exonerate R. Kelly and go to her parents, right? But her parents need to be held accountable. They need to be held accountable. They were paying off houses, cars, getting money. And like I was telling you guys yesterday, the only reason why R. Kelly was able to beat that case in 2008 and go on further to exploit more girls and boys and men and women, the only reason why he was able to do that is because her mama and daddy would not identify her as the victim in that tape. That's the only reason. He would have went down way back then. Of course, now her father's passed away. I'm sure that there's a lot of trauma that is probably not resolved. But y'all, it's crazy. It's crazy. Okay. Brasilia said the fact that she was sitting in the tour bus at trial pisses me clean off. It's just there are so many things about this that is so disgusting. Like, how could you sell your own child? Like, I don't know. I don't know how you could do it. But that's exactly what they did. So, and here's another video that I thought would be interesting for us to listen to, especially since we're going down the Epstein lane and shit.
The conspiracy theory that R. Kelly video Fiesta remix with Jay-Z was shot on Epstein Island, and according to R. Kelly, you know, I guess I'm supposed to keep that a secret, but that was actually confirmed. And you know, people like Epstein, it's people like real creeps, worse creeps than R. Kelly, who actually pay people to bring underage girls to them. And they seen R. Kelly influence. You know, whether people want to admit it or not, especially in this culture, every female wanted R. Kelly about 20 years ago, you know, or even 30 years ago.
I hate when niggas say shit like this. Everybody didn't want him. Yeah, we rocked to his music, but I didn't want that nigga. Like, I hate, like, let me let him finish because I also gotta expose him.
In the 90s when he had all these hits, you know,
The Pied Piper.
Yeah, they all wanted a piece of R. Kelly. And so creeps like Epstein, seeing that, wanted to use people like R. Kelly to draw in these young females and bring them to islands and stuff like that. And R. Kelly, despite what people think about him, he didn't want to be a part of that agenda. And that's the main reason why they targeted him. And I won't say the main reason because, you know, a lot of
he want his royalties.
Yeah, that's another factor. A huge factor was the fact that, you know, they didn't want him
gaining his publishing
to touch that $1.2 billion that he worth. And it's crazy, bro. Being locked up with R. Kelly, you would think he would be well taken care of in there, but he wasn't.
Let's talk about this for a second. Okay, so basically, this man is a liar. And just like when we first started, and I was trying to explain to you guys that there are many different parts of the Epstein files, right? There are the anonymous tip lines, which is just anybody calling in saying whatever, which most content creators are reporting from that. And honestly, even the Jay-Z stuff comes from the anonymous tip line, right? Like I said, if you called in and said that you saw somebody with Jeffrey or he did something to you, or if you called in, no matter how wild your story was, your call would be a part of the file. Okay? That's how that works. And again, this is definitely not a defense for Epstein. He's trash, and I'm going to continue to show how much trash he is, right? But this nigga that was talking is trash too, because he's using Epstein to cover for R. Kelly's bullshit. So he's basically saying the women and the girls wanted him. And the record labels, it's always a nigga trying to buy NBC, a nigga trying to buy Tubi, or some stupid shit like that. It's never that these men do this. It's not all men, but rich, powerful, a lot of them are on that. You know what I'm saying? Here's where this is where the Epstein Files things are gonna like literally end up being brain rot, right? Fiesta was shot in 1996, damn near a decade before Epstein Island was purchased, or more than. Let me see. Let me get the actual date that Epstein Island was purchased. Okay, let's see. Okay. All right. So the one that everybody talked about, the one in the Virgin Islands, that was purchased in 2016. The Little St. James one, which was the primary one, that was purchased in 1998. Now, let's ask let's ask Google, when was Fiesta filmed? The Fiesta video. Oh, shoot. I put the wrong damn thing. Hold on 1 second. Okay. So no, this was actually filmed in Florida. That video was filmed in Florida, y'all. Not on Epstein Island. Okay? So this is one of those things that is being reported because it's salacious. You know, that people like to hear it. So he just lied because he doesn't want R. Kelly to be guilty. Now, here's the thing. If you're familiar with the R. Kelly case, how can you lie about that? Why would you lie about that? You more than likely saw the tape. You know that was him. You know that that was someone that was not supposed to be on there with him. So and then at the very least, y'all know that he married Aaliyah as a teenager. What is the point of lying for this man? Both him and Epstein were disgusting. And I would just say Epstein was worse with it. Much worse, much more prolific because he had more money, he had more access. But R. Kelly did what he did. I mean, the fact that, like, in that last court case where they were the last time they got him, y'all know that there were pictures shown in court of R. Kelly blowing the dick of a 17-year-old. So, like, why are you lying for this man and using Epstein for? I don't understand that. But they really do not care about the welfare of girls for some reason. They don't care. They just don't care, right? And now this part, I did read that Epstein didn't even want the black girls on the island. That's what they said. So I haven't gotten that far into it, but yeah, that's disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. So
I said Pap upstairs, and
y'all know I got to break up some of the heavy stuff with some comic relief. Claressa. Let me rewind it. Okay. Let me see. Okay. Claressa. Okay. Y'all know Claressa that went off on everybody. Y'all know she about to dox. She about to expose. She about to get us all. She about to get us, y'all. She is sending warning shots. Sweet Ma did a really good video on this. Okay. She did. It was funny as hell. I got up and I woke up just to use the bathroom middle of the night and watched it, and I was cracking up. It was hilarious, right? Let's get into it.
Be well taken care of.
I didn't mean to go back that far.
I said Pap upstairs, and I said it a bunch of times because he literally be upstairs when I be on my YouTube lives eating. I don't mind eating on camera. He don't do stuff like that. Why? As you can see, he didn't grow up in no social media era. That wasn't his thing. So while I'm up,
baby, that man been on social media with his wife since she got out. Even like, come on, he was all in the video. They literally were on Love and Hip. If you're on a reality show, it's not that many degrees of separation from social media. So please, he just don't want to be on there with your ignorant ass, okay? Don't no man want to sit next to you while you chewing like a goddamn orangutan or Mr. Ed, food flying everywhere. Baby, he's embarrassed. And baby, I know he telling you something different than what, we would see or whatever, but that's what niggas do. They lie. They lie to get what they need. And just like Remy said, baby, don't nobody fall in love quicker than somebody need a place to stay. Okay? Let's just be clear. The man is embarrassed, honey. Let's continue.
here getting my subscribers up and making my money off YouTube and going live and talking with my fans.
Baby, let's talk about that. Because do y'all remember the live where she was like, and y'all broke? Y'all ain't got no money. But I get millions of views, and I only get $5,000 a month. I can explain to you why, and it's a travesty that you only make. There is no way a channel that like a couple of month old channel is making more money per month than you. I'm gonna tell you. I hope you listening. Stop going live on mobile. Those are the lowest CPMs. The views are not real when you go live on mobile because it's the shorts algorithm. They pay the lowest. Pay the lowest. That's why y'all notice I rarely go live from my phone or in that vertical unless I'm just on some quick stuff. Cause baby, when I tell you, I'll never forget. I got like 80, 90,000 views on a video, and I did it vertically or whatever, and it was like I think like $10 or $20. I'm like, normally that's like almost like $800. Like, what is happening here? And I'm like, what is happening? And then that's when I had to do my research and found that, you don't make a lot of money. So you're dumb. You don't know what you're doing. You do not know what you're doing. If you with 200,000 subscribers are only making 5,000, you do not know how to do YouTube. But you're dumb. So stop calling people broke just because you don't know how to do it, baby. You're supposed to be making a minimum of 20,000 a month over there. I don't know what you doing, baby.
They ask, where's Pep? Pep be upstairs. He's not going to be in the camera all the time. He's upstairs doing what? A lot of times writing music, rapping music, business phone calls. The dude don't live up in my ass.
Now, why would you say that, Muffin? Why would you even make us visualize somebody up in your long ass? And I'm not ass shaming because I told y'all a couple weeks ago, long asses matter too. Okay, long asses. Yeah, I heard about that. She had his page shut down. That is terrible, terrible. But it's also karmic. Okay.
And I don't be under him 24/7. When you are a entrepreneur, you have a job that you have to do. I train most of the time. I run, I eat, I sleep, I work out 2 or 3 times a day. I got shit to do. On top of phone calls and all type of stuff. So, but when we together, we together. We're together a whole damn lot. So it's just weird that they're like, oh, Pap upstairs. Y'all try to make up anything, try to make it seem like, oh, it isn't what we trying to portray it to be. There is no portrayance. We are a couple who are together, who are celebrities in the public eye 24/7. That's it. And then here y'all come under every post, every comment, under every post.
That's literally what celebrities have to deal with, Muffin. Even if you like being a YouTuber, like you got to deal with people. If you post it, they're going to engage with it. It's engagement, Muffin. So like, can y'all imagine like Beyonce saying, "I'm so tired of y'all trolling me." Like Beyonce's daughter got trolled. They literally be dragging Blue Ivy. I don't even see them. I don't even see Blue Ivy tripping. This is the most bothered. Her and Cardi B. They are so damn bothered. What is wrong with them?
People want to comment weird, negative stuff. Oh, he should have smiled harder. Oh, he didn't grab her hand this way. Oh, this happened. Oh, that happened. And I want to tell some of these dummies something. You can't.
Girl, did you call somebody dumb? You did not call nobody. Y'all, she didn't call nobody dumb, did she? Did she call? Now, Clarence, do not be calling people dumb, Muffin. That is not what you want to do.
Troll me with a video that's my video that I created, that I posted. What the hell? Learn something. Learn how a 30-year-old woman became a multimillionaire.
She signed a 360 deal. That's how she became a multimillionaire. Let us continue.
Learn what I do. Learn what I eat. Learn what supplements I take. Learn. Take something. Stop being so intimidated by greatness.
Baby, ain't nobody intimidated. Baby, we laughing. Now, I ain't gonna lie. If you ever run up on me and square up, I'm gonna be a little intimidated. I'm be a little intimidated, but I ain't gonna run because I ain't no punk ass bitch. Okay, I ain't no puss ass hoe. Okay, I'm gonna fight back, but I'm gonna be intimidated if you ever square up with me. Okay, that will intimidate the fuck out of me. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, but I ain't no puss ass hoe. So I probably ain't gonna win, but you gonna know you been in the fight, muffin. Okay.
So intimidated by success and black women. Stop being so intimidated.
Why does she always triangulate all black women with her mess? Claressa, Muffin, now Muffin. Stop throwing all black women into that mess with you, baby. Stop it.
Stop being a hater. Stop being a hater. How about that? And then I want to tell you something. The thief of joy is comparison. I don't compare.
Did Pap tell you that? I'm so glad that you learned that one. That's a good one. That's what I tell my grandbabies, honey. That's what I told my churn. That's a good one to know.
Myself to nobody. Why compare anybody to me? Why compare yourselves to me?
Baby, you talking about Remy Ma. Baby, the comparisons is happening is because you keep trying, like, first of all, y'all, I'm working on a deep dive again, right? Remy is literally the fur queen. Literally the fur queen. Okay. She been doing the furs for a long time, baby. A long time. And it's real interesting that this chick keep, running into the fur thing and all this kind of stuff and trying to wear furs and all this shit, right? I'm trying to figure out why you don't realize the reason why we're making the comparison is because number one, you asked this woman for tips on how to dress. You thought her style was so excellent that she was being styled by someone else. Those are what your DMs wrote, right? And can we revisit the situation about the DMs for a second, please, Muffins? Let's talk about that for a second because it just really bothers me. Did y'all check out that video that I did when I talked about, how she admitted number one that she was, her and Pap were in the DMs in 2020, right? It still does not, and I know we know this, but it just does not sit well with me that she literally was talking to this woman, being friendly with her, asking advice, all the while getting with her man. That is like, y'all, that is crazy. That is, I cannot, like, she literally was in this man's DMs in 2020, and then we see her in 2022 and 2023 in her DMs. It's like, for me, and this is just me, y'all. If we are friendly to the point where I am in there asking you questions about how to dress, and because I don't think there was nothing wrong. The baby needs some help. Lord knows she could use it. She definitely needs some help in that department. You know what I'm saying? I would not. There's no way I could be friendly with someone's wife, even if they make the advances. Although Pap did tell her that she was in his DMs first, right? Pap told us this, right? But if I'm friendly with you, ain't nothing your man could say to me. But where you at? You understand what I'm saying? There is nothing a woman that has been friendly with me, friends with me, related to me, associated with me. There's nothing your ex or current man could do or say to me. That's just my code. But again, I'm an old lady, so we roll differently sometimes. But I couldn't believe that. Like that. Exactly, Ari. She was plotting the whole time. And that is diabolical. Y'all saw those messages? Y'all saw those messages. How are you writing poetry? Okay. Going back and forth, flirting with this man, and you're cool with his wife. Like, that's the kind of stuff like we was talking about before. Like, Remy, don't try it because I know you'd be compelled to pull the heat out because I don't want you putting your hands on her because she might hit you back, baby. But I'm just saying, that would make me have to put hands and feet on you. To play in my face like that? That's insane. Absolutely insane. Like, but then, allegedly she did that to some family members too. And allegedly, Tony Rich had a woman when they got together. The guy before, which y'all will hear all about that in my video tomorrow. Hopefully I'll be done with it. But yeah. And let me say something too. Those of you that are trying to shame me for doing Claressa content, why? Do y'all like the shade room, the neighborhood talk? They post this girl every damn day. Are y'all shaming them? Please don't come over here because I will be compelled to drag you and your mama, the dog, the cat, everybody. Let's go.
I am a world champion boxer, 19-time world champion.
Yep.
2-time Olympic gold medalist. Learn something. Learn where I got the discipline from. Learn that. Learn where I got the sacrifice from. Learn what I believe in. And that's why y'all want to come thinking y'all doing stuff to me. Claressa Shields don't lose. One, because you're not fighting against me or going against me.
Baby, she better not lose. She better not never lose a fight. She better not ever lose a fight. Baby, but if Franchon whoop her, ooh, child.
You're going against God. Every time you come thinking you doing something to tear me down, God like, I got you. Some of y'all lives is real bad. I know it is from the comments that y'all make. Y'all lives real bad. Y'all feeling real bad. Relationships.
How can you say that people life real bad and their relationships real bad when your man is married? Baby, and look, y'all, I know y'all saw the video and y'all was laughing at the video where she was, begging for the compliments for the red lipstick. Didn't it feel odd? Like that literally was a comment that we were not supposed to be. That was like, it seemed like I was peeking into their bedroom and I wasn't supposed to be there. I felt really uncomfortable in that moment. It was really an odd feeling, right? But check it out, y'all. Did y'all peep the laugh? Did y'all hear the laugh at the end of the video? Listen to the laugh at the end of that video. And then go listen to the laugh at the end of Remy's Christmas fur video. I want to know what kind of wood Pap is dropping in her to make her overlook that shit. It's the same damn laugh. Go through the Golden Child's Instagram. Him laughing at the birthday party. It's all the same laugh. Throughout the years, it's the same goof ass laugh. I'm from Chicago. We say goof ass and we don't separate it. We don't say goofy ass. We say goof ass. The same goof ass laugh he has had his entire life. It's the same thing. How did he get away with that? And so, like, girl, stop it, okay? Hey, Sanji, girl. Sanji, what you saying over here? Sanji said, she said, blasphemy is against God. Saying God is blessing her with a married man, she might lose just because of that, baby. God is not going to bless you with somebody else's husband ever. How many side chicks have had to learn that the hard way? And if you do get him, baby, you think he gonna be more faithful to you than he was to Remy? Do you think so? Um, if he was cheating on Remy, and I'm sorry, Remy is a baddie, right? If we're talking aesthetics, because and the reason why I'm bringing up aesthetics is because Claressa is so damn superficial. She in her mind believes that she can look the part and get tattoos and do all this old weird shit, and that's gonna make that man. It's not, baby. That's not how the real world work.
Terrible, everything. And then y'all come looking up over here. Oh, I feel bad. I want to make somebody else feel bad. Then here y'all come. Joining the fake hate train. And it's just annoying. You just need to stop. I be feeling so bad for some of y'all. I never seen so many folks trying to figure out why people are together.
Baby, because you weird. You weird, Muffin. You weird. You do weird shit, and when we're watching it, it's, and I hope you don't take this the wrong way, but it's funny, it's fun, it's fun to laugh at. You be doing little weird stuff, and we just be laughing, child. It's just fun. Ain't no harm.
First it was I was too good for him. Then it was, oh, he's too good for me. Then it was, oh, I'm too young for him. Then it was, he's too old for me. It's like,
Baby, you and his churn were babies at the same time. You understand that? When his daughter was born, you probably wasn't even fully potty trained, because I know a crackhead ain't training their children on time. I don't even mean that. That sounded so fucked up. I didn't mean to say it like it was said, but y'all know what I mean. You were still in Pampers when his children was born. When his daughter was born, you were still being potty trained. So, I mean, girl,
it's ongoing every day. And the thing is, it's not even your relationship to even be worried about, to be talking about. And we just be,
baby, we bloggers. We're nosy, and we talk a lot of shit. See, this reminds me, Vibers. Don't she kind of remind y'all of Sonya in a way, where she makes herself part of the content, and then she's mad because she's not being depicted in a way that she thinks she's coming off? Girl, that's not how it work. You still like. Do you know how much we would love if somebody like Beyonce or Rihanna or any other celebs would give us this much content? Like, we'd love it, but they're smart enough not to do it.
so happy and so laughing, and then here y'all come. So I'm gonna finish the video by saying, I'm about to get the settings right to where if you screen recording my stuff and you posting it on Facebook with bad captions, and you post
What's a bad caption, Muffin?
it on Twitter or Instagram with bad captions, I got you. I'm gonna block you on here.
Oh no.
I'm gonna block you on here, because at the end of the day, I don't like that I don't like the negativity. Never.
But you can't possibly dislike negativity. Sleeping with a married man every day. Ain't no way. Well, you ain't sleeping with him right now because you got a fight coming up. So he probably sleeping with his wife.
Why, if you call yourself not liking somebody, why do you come to every last one of my socials?
Y'all, I gotta tell her. I'm sorry, some of y'all might not like this, but I need to tell her exactly why we come to every one of her socials. It's very simple. Okay? I should have played it at the beginning, but baby, if you listening, this is why.
Yes, and I am using a speaker. And before I go live right now, after I'm finished with this video, I want y'all to know, from now on, if you're commenting something weird, rude, disgusting, or you're just being mean and trying to call me ugly and chopped and stuff, coming for me in my live or something, or in the comments on one of my videos, you know what I'm doing? I'm just going to block you because I'm tired of it and y'all are getting on my nerves. It's because I'm not the 1, the 2, the 3, or the 4. Not even the 5. It's not the time or the place. I get paid to do this stuff. You do not.
See, y'all bitches need to step your pussy up.
Come on, bitch.
Because it's some shit.
Oh man, it went to the beginning. But see, that's what I meant. I'm just trying to remind this fool, we get paid to do this. We get paid to do this. That's why we do it, baby. That's why we do it, because we get paid to do this. That's why.
First it was I was too good for him. Then it was, oh, he's too good for me. Then it was, oh, I'm too young for him. Then it was, he's too old for me. It's like, it's ongoing every day. And the thing is, it's not even your relationship to even be worried about, to be talking about. And we just be so happy and so laughing, and then here y'all come. So I'm gonna finish the video by saying, I'm about to get the settings right to where if you screen recording my stuff and you posting it on Facebook with bad captions and you posting it on Twitter or Instagram with bad captions.
Don't be posting with bad captions, y'all. Do not post bad captions.
I got you. I'm gonna block you on here. I'm gonna block you on here because at the end of the day, I don't like that I don't like the negativity. Never. Why, if you call yourself not liking somebody, why do you come to every last one of my socials? Instagram at Claressa Shields, Facebook at Claressa Shields, Snapchat at Champ Guo. You come here and you try to find videos and try to troll me with my own videos. It's not even trolling at the time. It's called like obsession. So where do I start? Anytime I go to post Pap, it can just be his voice. It ain't got to be him. Here all y'all come trying to dissect a video, dissect a picture, trying to say if he's happy, if he's not happy. If he's smiling too hard, it's a fake smile. If he's not smiling because he don't really smile in a whole lot of pictures, then he's not happy. And then when he say something like, I love you, the best thing that ever happened to me, all this stuff, then y'all say, oh, he lying. Why are y'all so pressed about how my man talks about me?
Remy's husband, though.
Bigs me up. Why does that mess with y'all? And you know, I'm not even asking for an answer. I'm actually saying that to say, y'all is doing way too much for no reason. Me and him are together. We're happy together. We're going to stay together. Y'all control. Y'all can try to make up all this stuff, try to make it seem like stuff that is not, but guess what? We're still together. And something that I've realized that I want you guys to know that I realized, the internet is not my real life. With the narrative that y'all create are not real. But a lot of people have been asking me about like, oh, how did I shape up so fast? How did I, lose my weight? How did I start, just looking all, fit and strong and stuff? Because I was looking a little chubby. And y'all, it's not just one thing.
Girl, I didn't even mean to put that one in there. My bad. She really wasn't talking about much. But this, baby, we got to get into. That's enough for Claressa. We'll get on her tomorrow. Okay. We're getting her tomorrow. Okay. Listen. Glorilla. I love me some Glorilla, y'all. Not gonna lie, I love me some Glorilla. And every nose that she's ever had, I've liked all of them, right? So y'all know her sister is on here to call herself exposing her, right? So somebody posts over here on guys, y'all ain't gonna help y'all siblings if y'all get rich. What the fuck? And she says, not even the parents, right? Oh, baby, it gets messy. So she said, and our mama working at FedEx. Bet y'all don't know that, but Glow is a millionaire. Okay. So she is mad that Glow is a millionaire and her parents are working. And so she decided to go to social media because I guess she doesn't feel like Glow is giving her a lot of money and all this stuff, baby. It's getting deep. Okay. So
Me, I'm super big on God, and so like, my mama, she be like, "What can I do for you?" Like, cause I pay my mom bills, I pay my parents bills. What can I do to help you? I be like, just pray for me, like, and keep me in your prayers.
Right.
And I just feel like that's gonna always, long as I got God on my side. So, shit can seem slow at one point,
Right.
but like they say, he may not come when you
Right.
want him, but he gonna always be there.
Amen.
So I just feel like long as I'm staying prayed up and I'm actually doing the work and I'm actually speaking what I want into existence and actually going for it, it's nothing that can stop me.
I would love for one of my kids to pop. But do your parents, do they still work and all that?
My dad would still be working, but I'd be begging him to retire, but
Yeah.
he just don't want to. Like, he got it. Like, he got.
So there. Her daddy don't want her daddy still was working, she said. But the sister, what, like, look, I dare baby, like this could never happen to me or it will not end well. When I tell you, if I had a family member that was going to try to expose me for not giving them money, when I tell you I would be the pettiest bitch you ever seen, I would do the most pettiest thing. Baby, you go on social media because, first of all, I would always share, right? But if you ain't getting what you want up out of me and you go on social media to go tell that I ain't gave somebody some money, when I tell you I would do the most pettiest shit, baby, I would build a house from the ground up right next door to your house. I would literally, I would do the most ignorant shit in the world, baby. I would do some of the most and wouldn't give you a damn dime, honey. I would. Ooh, it would get real ugly.
I just said, like, no, I got to reach my 30-year mark. Like,
I would buy your apartment complex. If you live in an apartment complex, I'm gonna buy the complex. Wherever you work at, I'm gonna buy the goddamn company. I'm gonna make you look, baby. You would never troll me on the internet. I actually almost kind of did that to somebody on YouTube. Let me tell y'all. It was this dude. He was getting on my nerves, right? And I found out where he lived at. He lived in a trailer. Baby, I was about to buy his trailer. I was about to buy his trailer, no cap. I was about to make a deal with his landlord. The trailer was worth $13,000. I was about to be his landlord. That's how petty I am. But because my husband got good sense, I don't have good sense, but my husband do. He don't let me do ignorant shit like that. I was gonna buy this nigga's trailer just to be his landlord. Mm-hmm. Yes, I was. That's the ignorant shit that I would do to you if you did. I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody.
This is her dad's retirement day. She bought him a car. She's like, what is her sister even talking about? She would never get a dime from me. Never. Matter of fact, I would put her dog in my wheel and not put her, like, I would be so ignorant.
So we celebrate my dad for his retirement. For how long? 30 years? 29 years at the post office. I'm pretty sure the post office appreciate all your hard work. You know I appreciate your hard work. You spoke me as a little girl. So I got a gift for you for your retirement party. You gotta come outside. Yeah, I got a gift for you.
Yeah, man. So now this is her sister coming online to expose her. When I tell you, and I believe they're twins, right? I think this is her twin sister, baby. And you know she didn't transition, right? So baby, I don't think she transitioned. I think she's just a stud or whatever. But I would post all the little girly pics. I would, baby. I look the stuff I would do to her.
I'm talking about y'all favorite rapper. Y'all favorite rapper ain't shit, and I'm getting tired of it. Y'all mad. Fuck. Y'all talking about some she ain't obligated. How the fuck she ain't obligated when she want to sit here and all them interviews and talk about the struggles we been through and then reach back and help none of us out, but got her friends around and shit.
If you don't take your ass to Amazon Flex and get you a goddamn job, if you don't go get you a goddamn job, girl.
Mama still working at FedEx. Y'all better get the fuck out of my face.
Inside the motherfucking house. Well, all of us, when we became adults, we was like stupid to the street life. We were stupid to like common sense because we was like segregated. We was in the house. My mama used to tell us, it's 10 of y'all. Y'all better be each other's best friend.
Oh, that's not the one? Okay. All right. Thank you for that, the real shopaholic.
Oh, God. Situation had came about where we end up going to school because my mama used to beat the shit out of us. And you ain't finna beat the shit out of me while I'm hungry. So I'm finna call DCS on your ass. That's exactly what happened. When she talk about the fifth child, I'm the fifth child because I'm always been the outspoken one. But I was hungry, and you not finna whoop me for being hungry. Fuck. She used to beat the shit out of us. On God. So when she did all that shit, I called DCS. Yes, I called DCS. I got these ass on our mother. I got tired again. Just saying no motherfucker talking about some hate shit, bro. It's been 4 motherfucking years, bro. It's been 4 years. Then I'm just seeing motherfuckers like, no, bro, then mama sitting here in this whole struggle. Y'all thought she bought a house. She did not buy my mama no motherfucking house. Stop lying. She did not. She bought my daddy a house with his trick ass. And then he got the smallest house on the block.
Well, what you do? If your mama's struggling, if you don't get your ass up and go get a job and do, like, I cannot.
Fuck, talking about she retired. That man retired on his own time, and she didn't retire shit. On God. Fuck. And now y'all know what Gloss did, how did she got, man, so look, all of us been struggling. We was homeschooled. All of us staying in the same house, 3 through 7, they darn right homeschool, could not come out the fence. We could not come out the fence, bro. You remember? You remember, right? We could come out the fence. I used to sneak. Fuck. Oh, we used to have days when we wasn't eating.
I mean, why are you talking about childhood trauma? What that got to do with now? Because you don't look like you malnourished right now, Muffin. You look like you healthy. Okay? You getting haircuts and shit and tattoos and all. You're healthy now, Muffin. Like, what's wrong with you? You didn't overcome.
But motherfucker ain't obligated. But you want to get on interviews and talk about the struggle. You want to talk about the struggle.
What? That's her past. Why she can't talk about that? This is crazy. What is she mad about? You know what? It is kind of hard not to yell at a live stream, and it is really ignorant if you really think about it. Because, like, if people are talking, if people were talking crazy to me in my live chat, I'll be yelling at them like, why are you yelling at like why? Like, they're typing to you. Why are you yelling back at them? Ain't that crazy? Just crazy.
But yeah, ain't one of us shining, fool. Ain't one of us shining. You got everybody else in this whole, you giving money out, you bringing motherfuckers back around, you didn't cross you badly, because Sanchez watch you get your ass beat. On God. Watch you get your ass stomped. And I remember when Clea did this shit.
Why is she doing this, baby? She ain't never gonna give you no money now. Never.
She watched you, and you brought her back around, and she went live about you, and you brought her back around. She on the stage with you.
Oh, I see. She a little jealous. Okay, baby. I get it.
How the fuck is that for her?
What Khalil with that ass? Let them know what you Khalil.
The Clea that brought her. Yup.
Khalil Gavan?
Yeah, good Gavan. Clea Gavan. But you got Sanchez back around you. Like, bro, you know.
They tell me I'm gonna work.
Okay, yeah. That was the end of that. But yeah. So yeah, so I found it. Look, that was crazy. Like I said, look, wherever she go work, if I was Glow, I'd go buy the damn company. Okay. Wherever she live, I buy the goddamn apartment complex. If she live in a trailer, like I was gonna do this nigga on YouTube, I go buy the trailer and I would be so damn petty with her. So petty. I would give everybody in the house, everybody in the family a Lamborghini except for her. I would do some ignorant shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, this is a video that surfaced where DMX was talking a little shit about Jay-Z. And this made me think about something. I almost forgot about this. Nicki has been trying to expose this situation. Maybe I should have brought this out, but maybe I'll just do a video about it later. But Nicki is in the middle that she's been exposing this mess and this corruption with Jay-Z and that record label for a while. And this is an old video clip of DMX speaking on some of that stuff.
We want you to perform with Jay-Z. I'm like, you know what? I don't mind performing with Jay-Z, but they wanted me to come out. Like, we both work out together. He does 8 bars or 16 bars of one of his songs. So what the fuck am I supposed to be doing while he's doing his song? Oh, you just like on stage with him. I'm like, no. Ain't nobody's fucking hype, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, if you perform with him, I'll come out with my part is on. And then I'll stay on stage while he leaves, but I'm not walking out on stage with him while he does his one song, then we do our song together, and then I do my song. Nah, that's not happening. And I just didn't go. I'm like, fuck it. They said, we really want you to perform. Like, I don't want to perform. You know, if I'm already getting this award, then I've already earned this award. I shouldn't have to perform to get it, because I already earned it. And give it to Nelly, give the performance to Nelly, and give the award to Nelly. I was like, yo, this ain't shit, man. Niggas is a bunch of fucking cowards. You know what I'm saying?
So, as you see, DMX was talking about how Jay-Z is very connected and how when you didn't bow down to him in that industry, you paid. Okay. And then saying that, Nelly basically, kissed the ring is all what I was hearing. Nelly is bought and sold. Bought and sold and paid for. Now, this little mess right here, y'all, we got to get into these files. Okay. Got to get into these files because this particular letter is talking about, this is one of the files, right? This is, which file number? I can't really see. I should have put my glasses on. But in this one, they're literally discussing in 2017 this conversation between Bill Gates and Epstein, right? They're talking about, I got to be careful about saying certain things because YouTube does weird stuff. But a certain thing that happened in 2020, they are having a conversation about it in 2017. Okay.
See
A
things
certain
a
thing
bit.
that happened that we all know happened. They're talking about it in 2017. We'll probably do a more in-depth because there's only so much I'm gonna be able to show on YouTube for the obvious reasons. But like I said, some of these files are crazy. Very crazy. So I got a few clips from X of an interview that Epstein did. Let's get into it. And then we're gonna go through his emails, his drives, some stuff. Little bit of a little bit of an introductory into what we're gonna do. Did y'all tell me y'all wanted me to give y'all the background of Epstein Island and all of Jeffrey's prison stints and all the stuff that happened? Because I definitely will. It's very interesting. Very interesting. Okay.
Differently. Men want to measure everything. Women are not really that interested in measuring.
Complexity of systems, mathematically.
Yes.
It's
a total failure. Yes.
A total failure.
Total failure.
Why is that?
It's the failure of science because, in fact, if to some extent science doesn't describe romance, I don't know why I'm attracted to somebody. I don't know. People are attracted to each other, and everyone has the same feeling. They've seen someone walk in the room, and they say, "Oh, that person gives me a creepy feeling."
Why he was being interviewed like he was a normal person is beyond me. But people really fucked with Epstein. They did. And a lot of people lauded him as a genius.
Science has tried to describe. Science doesn't describe what creepy feelings means. They just know it's a creepy feeling. I think women, as I said the last time, have an intuitive sense. What is intuitive? They have intuition, they have feelings, and they're able to deal in the realm of things that men, especially men like myself, find unexplainable. Women have intuition, men see things a bit differently. If instead of eyes that responded to wavelengths of visual light, our eyes responded to radio waves, the radio frequencies, it's not different, it's the same type of frequency as light, but different speeds, the table's invisible. We know that our phone works.
So he's talking about quantum physics. Quantum physics is a topic that I love to talk about, quantum leaping, and so it's all in the whole manifestation like type of thing. I'm playing this video because I need y'all to understand that the things that we dismiss and diminish, the super uber wealthy and, quote unquote, financially elite, they fuck with it while acting as if to us it's like some hocus pocus, foolery. They fuck with a lot of stuff that we dismiss.
In this room.
Oh yeah, definitely. He was very instrumental in starting Bitcoin, which is, look, I'll be honest, I do not believe, based on those pictures that came from that drone footage, I'm gonna show y'all the pictures. I don't believe things happened the way that they said it happened. Okay.
So the waves are coming through the windows, the waves are coming through the walls. So the walls are invisible to that type of radiation, that type of energy. The walls are, I can see them because my eyes, a physical system determines that the walls are there.
You, with Murray Gelman, you founded, or were the original donor, and had the idea of Santa Fe Institute. In 10 or 15 years later, that effort to study the complex,
why something is alive as opposed to something that's not alive. No one's been able to describe what the soul is, but we all know it exists. And I think what we need is a new, science is a bad word. I think science only describes the things we already know about the physical world. In fact, there's an argument that the physical world that we see has been created out of our systems of mathematics. Mathematics, everyone knows mathematics describes the physical world much greater than it should, unless my view, the physical world really comes out of conscious beings that have mathematics. So they create it. This table appears to you and I to be solid. To a bat, because we have light that's bouncing off the table into our eyes, it appears solid.
I'm sorry. Sidebar. Why does Corey have his Corey Holcomb? I did a video about him today. I don't know why this happens to me all the time, but like the vibers that have been around for a long time can tell you this. I promise you, I have a very uncanny way of making the people that I do content about, be it a celebrity, no matter who they are, they will respond to me. It's so weird. So weird. Are you watching now, Corey? Because he just commented 4 minutes ago. Crazy.
For tenure, right?
Unless they were in the philosophy department.
This is exactly my point. We're talking about three of the greatest mathematicians in mankind's history that have really changed mankind. Talking like this, what happened? How do we get to a situation where they could not be in the high physics, they could not be in the mathematics department or working in high energy physics?
Good, it's an easy answer. Newton was a combination of mathematician or geometer then and philosopher. And as time went on, those disciplines seemed to move apart. We had philosophy. Some of the philosophers can't do math, and some of the mathematicians. And again, mathematicians often break into two categories: people that solve problems.
Hold on a second, because baby, I don't know who you're talking to, and perhaps you're not as acquainted as you think you are with me. But Nazib says, "Why are y'all playing games with the information?" I don't get that. So when you say Obama made the Epstein Files, why don't you go ahead and explicitly say how he made them, just like you'll say Jay-Z? We haven't even gotten into the files yet. Number two, I ain't playing games with shit. The people that would have been playing with them are your politicians. First of all, go ask Biden why he played with them motherfucking files since 2020. Since 2019. Okay, they've had the files the whole time. The investigation been wrapped up in 2019. Go ask Biden why he played with the motherfucking files. I'm not playing with shit, okay? And I conduct the live stream in the manner that I want to, okay? I said when I get through with this, then we're going to go into the emails. We're going to go into this. There's lots of cover. There are over 1 million different files. You need to slow the fuck down. And if I'm moving too slow for you, you can do like I did and go to the website yourself. You can download stuff. You can go and organize files, or you can go and look it up for yourself. But you don't come in here super chatless, cash appless, demanding anything from me. Like, for real, who the fuck are you? Like, that's very rude. Anyway,
Those are more like geometers in the old days, just problem solvers. And then there's thinkers, theoreticians. They're more like the old movement towards philosophy. But neither one of those two groups have been able to figure out, explain the way this particle moves. But I can't see anything here. So I'll just call it dark matter. And I'll say, I don't know what it is, but it behaves as if there was something there. The soul is obvious to everyone that there's something different between things that are alive and things that are not alive. But we have no idea what it is. It's currently unexplainable. I believe we need an entirely different system of analysis to try to figure out.
But
Sorry.
No, with Newton, with all his
so this I'm showing this because the contrast in reading his emails, which we're going to get right into his inbox after this or whatever, looking at what he read, what he did, and then his practices, right? The rituals, the what he bought, what he said to people, what he did. It's just it's really, really perplexing. You know what I mean? For him to be having this conversation in this sort of setting or energy or whatever you want to call it, and he probably literally just got through. And look, I'm not even bullshit. He probably literally just got through eating human remains. Like, these people are weird. They are, like, weird is not even a strong enough word. They are they they're not like us. Just put it like that. They are not like us.
chemical studies and things he worked on the spiritual side. Leibniz had just talked about the soul. Schroeder talked about what it's like. If a modern scientist or someone that you funded at MIT or at Harvard or one of these things talked in those types of terms, they would be considered to be a wingnut today, wouldn't they? They would not be on the path.
17 in Florida. So as far as I'm aware, a professional masseuse showed up.
And this is weird ass G-Lane, his bottom bitch, lying on the stand for him. Just lying, okay? Shout out to Trelo Some. She said, I really miss the dragon better than Netflix. Baby, I don't even, I think that's the first person I dragged, maybe. Not one of them drag. That was like, girl, what are you doing? I don't even want to drag people. I'm trying to turn over a new leaf. I'm trying to be a good person. I'm trying not to be known for dragging people. But like, they just won't let me be great.
For a massage. There is nothing inappropriate or incorrect about that. And your mischaracterization of it, I think, is unfortunate.
How many teenagers did he have that were professional masseuses that worked in his home?
Check the Foreman Foundation.
How many?
First of all, I'm not aware of teenagers who worked in his home.
Did Jeffrey Epstein have a scheme to recruit underage girls to use them for purposes of sexual massages?
Check the Foreman Foundation.
Okay, I'll speak in, please.
Sure. Did Jeffrey Epstein have a scheme to recruit underage girls to use them for sexual massages?
Check the Foreman Foundation.
Can you ask it a different way?
Did Jeffrey Epstein have a scheme to recruit underage girls for sexual massages?
Objective Foreman Foundation.
If you know.
So, I don't know what you're talking about.
And, she was a lie. She knew exactly what was being talked about. She facilitated all of that, like literally every inch of it. Like it's just it's really sad to see how she had no problem as a woman. But I always tell people, whenever there's trafficking and exploitation of women and exploitation of girls, there is a woman somewhere making it happen. There's a woman, okay? There is a woman making it happen. All right. So now let's get into these files. Okay. Let's see, where are we going to start? I know we won't get through everything today, so we'll do a little bit of the files and the emails and all this kind of stuff every day. Now, y'all tell me what y'all want to get into first. Do we want to go through the emails first? Or do y'all want to see some pictures first? Which one do you guys want to do? Pictures, emails, Amazon shopping. What do you guys want to see first? Let's just go and see, like, the little stuff in here, right? That is funny. When they found out he was dead, the people that didn't like him, they were literally emailing him that you're dead. Good riddance. You're dead. Can you imagine somebody like they know you so damn evil that they gonna send you an email knowing that you dead? Y'all want to see the pics first? Okay. Shout out to the real Empress. She says, this is that God complex to me. The God most of us grow up learning and loving. These people want to replace, want us to believe anyone can control anything. Thank you so much for that. Yeah, I do think that that is a God complex. Okay. So let's go ahead and get into some pictures. I got to be careful though. Oh, I got to be careful because some of these pictures. Okay. Let's get into where are the photos? They're right here. Yeah. Okay. All right. So a lot of the photos, and then there's like a dump every day or whatever, right? So like this is just, pictures of him like on, let me make this bigger. Hold on. Oops, I didn't mean to double it. I'm just trying to make it there. Okay. So, all right, I can't really see everything in this, and because it would take a while. Um, Look, can y'all see that some of this is redacted? This is kind of disturbing. If you can see, can y'all see this? So these are children. You can tell by how small the bodies are. These are children, and they've got the faces redacted, obviously, but they're kneeling. They're kneeling, and they've got their hands like in a prayer position. Yeah. Shout out to Acme. Acme says, yes, please be careful. We love our active vibe world. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Um, so yeah. Yeah, so let me see. What is this one? There's a lot of pictures of G Lane, which y'all know G Lane's father is connected to, well, he was a part of Mossad. So she's also a part of Mossad. Like all of this is it's truly disgusting. So let me see. There's some redactions in this. There's Bill Clinton right there. That's Ghislaine in the pool right there, and then someone's face is redacted, and I guess I don't know why this person's face is redacted, because from the shoulder width and the size it looks like they're an adult, but that's definitely Bill Clinton right there in the pool. um let's see, there he is right there again. There's Bill Clinton. And then there's someone redacted, but that does, I don't know if you guys can see this well. That does kind of look like It look like it might be a smaller frame, but this is Clinton. Um, and like I said, these pictures were not here earlier today, but they're here now. Let me see. Him and Ghislaine. Let me see. Who is that in that picture? That looks familiar. Some of these people I know their names, but I don't know all their faces. So feel free to shout out if you see someone that you recognize. Okay. Looks like they were having some sort of party or whatever. Hey, Reigns Victorious. Bill is like he literally is the person that comes up the most. So this is Jeff. Another picture of Bill. Bill and Jeff. Well, they're forcing Hillary and Bill to testify about why, the cover up or whatever. So let's see. Another picture with Bill. Look, you would think that Bill was his best friend, right? Was this just Ghislaine? Um, Looks like they were somewhere. Is Ghislaine dressed like a pilot? I think she actually could fly, though. I think she did have a pilot's license. I know those pictures are kind of boring or whatever. But this is just a lot of photos. That was his girl. That was his main bitch. So there's a bill. This is a red carpet event. Or no, actually it looks like, I guess might be at an airport. That's Jeffrey in the picture, but it's just kind of far off. Hmm. So let me see. This guy, I forgot who he is, but I forgot his name. What is his name? I think this might be the African, he's an African dignitary. She said, why she's still with him after Lewinsky. Well, you know what? I said because I'm gonna do the interview with Danny, his biracial son. I'm gonna go ahead and put out my video again, Meet the Clintons. So let me tell you, just so I can tell you this: the reason why Hillary stays through all these affairs, because he's had many affairs, right? One of the reasons why she stays is, yeah, he's dead. He's dead. He killed, he quote unquote offed himself. One of the reasons why he stays is literally because she stays is because they both cheat on each other. I don't know if y'all want me to show y'all in this moment, but Hillary cheated too. You think Bill is Chelsea's daddy? I mean, if y'all want to see Chelsea's daddy, she looked just like him, and she looks just like her siblings. Chelsea is not Bill Clinton's child. Hillary and Bill both have children outside the marriage. If we're being honest here. Let's see. There's Bill again with them. There he is. They always stayed in like some religious place. They always found themselves in some place like that. There's Jeff again. Like there's pictures of him. There's pictures in here of him in the Sistine Chapel. Oh, and by the way, um, he actually, according to the emails and the files, him and the Pope shared a room. The Pope and Jeff Epstein, the one that passed away, not the current one, they shared a hotel room. Okay. So here he is again. So I'll just stop if it's like a noteworthy photo or whatever. We'll just, and if anybody wants me to stop, I'll try to make sure I glance down over there. This looks like a concert of sorts. Oh, that's what's his name? Y'all, what's his name? I can't think of his name right now. Um, God damn it. What's his name, y'all? I cannot think of his name. Obviously, they're, at the concert or whatever. Y'all help me out. I cannot think of this guy's name in this moment. What is his name, y'all? I cannot think of it. It's literally at the tip of my tongue. Let's see. So when you see these blank spaces, that's because the photos were too explicit. Or no, that wasn't Rod Stewart. When the pictures are too explicit or they have minors in them, they take them off. So I can't tell who is in this photo with him. I'm gonna do some research on some of these people that I can't identify. Looks like they were on some sort of excursion of sorts. A lot of redacted photos. That means that those are photos with bad shit in there. No, it wasn't Bruce Springsteen. Let's see. This dude right here looks like a pervert. Like you can look at him and tell that this is a pervert. He's obviously on a private jet. And by the way, Bill Clinton was on multiple flights, and most of the flights that he was on were the private jets. So, like, why are they? They're probably at Disneyland. Like, why are they at Disneyland? We'll have a conversation. I know damn well why they were at Disneyland. Y'all do know why they were at Disneyland, right? So, yeah, y'all not gonna like some of the pictures that are come up. Well, you see, he is with members of the royal family, it looks like. Or they just, no. They might just be dressed like that. Looks like somebody getting a massage. Michael Jackson was on, I saw him on a flight plan. So he definitely flew in his jets. So, and then, they've got these blanked out photos because it seems like these are all from the same photo dump. Not sure who he is. Some blanked out photos. There's quite a few pictures of Michael Jackson in here because these were not here earlier, and I saw pictures of Michael Jackson. Chris Tucker was on multiple flights. There's your boy. What's his name? Can't think of his name right now. Um, they were always taking pictures. And again, the black photos mean that they are inappropriate. They're either minors or they're nude if they're redacted. So and there's a picture of Chris Tucker. Hey life. And here's Bill again. Someone's face is covered up. I don't know why they're covered up because it doesn't seem like a minor. And here's Chris Tucker with Ghislaine. Now, I remember when I talked about this in 2019, I remember this man had told me that I was just trying to disparage a black man. When they asked Chris Tucker why was he there, he said it was for a humanitarian effort. So yeah. So when people talk about who was in the files, I don't think I think that people only want to focus on one person being on the files, but there's Bill. Like I told y'all, Bill comes up like it's like Bill lived there. Let me see. There's Bill again. There's Kevin Spacey. Y'all know Kevin Spacey also has very similar allegations, right? Kevin Spacey and Bill Clinton with Jeff Epstein. There he is again. Looks like the same day of photos. There's Bill Clinton again, Kevin Spacey. Y'all gonna make me get back into my esoteric bag and my just like it literally connecting dots and exposing celebrities, politicians. Exposing politicians is much more interesting than anything. I don't even know why he took a picture of that. That looks weird. Bill again with someone I don't know. I think this is a minor though. This might have been old girl when she was a minor. Y'all know Virginia Jaffor. It's a shame what happened. She told them that they were going to kill her. She said it, and she definitely did end up quote unquote suicided. So looks like they might be in Africa or somewhere. And why are they in Africa? Because African countries, especially poor ones, are very, very easy to exploit. The children and the women. It's Chris again. Bill again. Bill and Kevin. And there they are again, going someplace. It's like some of them is Bill and Chris. Or them damn near look like hyenas. I don't know what those are. What kind of dogs those are. Yeah, I feel like Bill might be bi as well. I think that's that guy that died. Yeah, that's dude. That's the that African president. I forgot which country, but he ended up committing suicide when everything, suicide when everything started to come out. I think this is definitely Bill with a teenage girl. I believe this was Virginia when she was a teen. Bill on board the Lolita Express. What is this? Someone sleeping on the private jet. Michael Jackson, Bill Clinton, Diana Ross, and some redacted faces. And they are on the private jet. This is Michael Jackson. This is Bill Clinton. This is Diana Ross. And then a very tiny person's face is redacted. Y'all brought up Mick Jagger, and there he goes. There's Mick Jagger with Bill Clinton and Jeffrey Epstein. Bill Clinton, they're at dinner. Mick Jagger. So I don't know who this person is, but their face is redacted between Bill and Mick. Let me see what y'all doing over here. Okay, who is this? I think I know who this is. I cannot think of his name though. Here's another pic. Chris Tucker. Yeah. He just looks like he looks so gross. This is an interesting picture. This dude is an actor. He was just on there stuttering, lying, trying to act like everything he was doing over here was legit. Shout out to Trailer Some. She says, "Do you think the Orange Man was redacted?" They hate him too much to redact him. I mean, like I'm gonna read some of the files that the files that come like the files that sound like really crazy. Like there's a file in there where this woman is describing Trump doing something to like a very, very, young person and all this kind of stuff right now. Granted, it's from the anonymous tip line or whatever. They left all that stuff in there. Like they're horrible. And like I said, most of the reporting that people are doing on social media is literally from the files that are from the anonymous tip line. What's this? Biden would have loved to have shown compromising pics of Trump. Well, I believe that Biden didn't want to show the Epstein files because of Bill and there were a lot of like Democratic congressmen and stuff here. So I think that he did not want to throw Bill under the bus. You know what I'm saying? Nobody really wanted to. But if Bill wasn't in here, I believe that if it was all Trump, baby, Biden would have showed this shit. But then you got to think about there are people like what's his name? Wexner, the guy who owns like Victoria's Secrets and all this kind of stuff. There are a lot of important people connected. This dude, like when we go through his emails, like he's talking to Rothschild. He literally said in communications that he was representing the Rothschilds. He did business for the Rothschilds. You know what I'm saying? He represented some of the most powerful people, you know? Okay. So y'all know, I forgot this dude name, but I thought this was Fauci. Now this is the dude who owns Victoria's Secret, but I thought this dude was yeah, the L Brands owner. That's him right there. But I thought the short guy was Fauci at first. So let's see. These are just, pictures of these weird ass people. This is some concert. Okay, so somebody's face is redacted. Is that who I think it is? I might need to see another picture. Okay. Shout out to Omega Nexa. Thank you so very much for the super chat. Is that her? I don't know. Let me see. I'll be able to tell from this picture. No, I'm not. She looks familiar, but I'm not sure who she is. Not sure. Well, here's some racy pictures. Y'all ready? No, I thought that's who I thought it was. I thought that's not. Y'all think that's her? Or maybe it was a young. Let me go back. Y'all think that's Fergie? Is that her? I guess that is her. Is that? I thought it was her, but I wasn't sure. Did she have some work done or something? That is her. And remind me to tell y'all some of the esoterics behind some of his artwork. Like, that's what's crazy. I want to know who this is sitting here with their face redacted and the other person on the other side. Here's another person, face redacted, but they're tiny. So, like, I don't know. So, this is one of their parties. This is obviously, that's a drag queen. Maybe that's why he had to buy a prostate massager. Like, why would these men be at this kind of party? Child. Why would they take a picture of that? Why? Child. So clearly this is redacted, and we know why. Got the checkerboard floor. I gotta be careful though, because some of these photos are like, y'all. And y'all know these hating assholes be waiting for an opportunity to do anything to my channel. So let me see. This is just G-Lane in a helicopter. So you can't tell who that is. And both of them look familiar. Who do they look like to y'all? This person looks familiar and sick. Who is that? Right, Jilly. Oh, let's see. Y'all know there's so many pictures. In the morning, there'll be more. kind of garage is that? Yeah, some of the pictures are just, like regular travel pictures and stuff like that. Child. Look, I need a close up of this one. Cause baby, he looked like dude. Is that him, y'all? Y'all, is that Mr. Facebook? Is that Mr. Facebook, y'all? Let me go back to the other picture. Is that him? I don't know. It kind of looks like him. That ain't him. Yeah, we know Jeffrey and Bill got some of that right there, child. What? Why does this man have his shirt off? Like why? It's like a cake. Can't tell who this is, but they're holding looks like a python. Can't tell who that is either. Now this guy really does look familiar. Y'all tell me who this is. Let me see. Who's this? Is that same weird dude? Something about this dude just like really just like curdles my blood. You know what I mean? He's just like okay. They're at a shooting range. Like I said, it's so many photos and a lot of them are random. He looks familiar too. Richard Branson. He looks so like I feel like I know this man's name. He shows up about as much as Bill Clinton does. Yeah. Now, I don't know what this is supposed to be. I guess somebody just playing games or something. Oh yeah, that's him getting a facial and stuff. It did kind of look like Walter Cronkite. Yeah, you're right. It did look like him. Don't they look wicked? It's like I don't even know what to say. It's like a weird energy. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. We're almost at the 3 hour mark. This guy, he just looked like he's supposed to be on a registry somewhere. Who, Aaliyah? Who is it? And you know this a damn demon. Hmm. This dude stay like this was his boo. I don't care what nobody say. That's his man. I'm gonna search for it's 3 people that I'm gonna search for their names to confirm. So tomorrow when we go over, because my eyes are getting a little bit tired, so I don't think I should be trying to read no emails and files. We'll put fresh eyes on it tomorrow. It's just these people are sickening. And like, what is he doing? Looking at his imagination, pulling on his imagination. You know, ain't nothing there. That was Walter Cronkite. See who this is. Wow. What is this? Is that like a foot in her bosom? Is that what, I don't know what it is. I think it's a foot. I don't know. What y'all think it is? Good night, Lovejoy. What is that, y'all? Or a hand? I don't know what it is. It's a foot, right? It is a foot. It's a foot. And y'all heard about her jail accommodations? They're literally basically like she's at like Club Med. Hey, sexy RN girl, I haven't seen you. So, for context, this is his girlfriend. Somebody is taking the photograph of his foot in her in her breast. Clearly, there's a swinging situation going on, and we got redacted photos. These photos must be terrible because they're not even showing them. But the thing is, for the redactions, they'll come up in the files. So we'll actually know, they'll describe what they are. My goodness. Nothing. Okay, so yeah, this is how we know. It says grand jury. So, oh, was this nigga taking pictures of the grand jury? All right, so what's this? This is from the FBI. Um, it's unclassified. It's from 2010, in person, Jacksonville, Florida. So why would he have these FBI documents? Criminal crimes against children unit. Okay, so this is wow. Wow, 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 wow. Let me see if y'all can see this. So, wow. I don't want to say it. Hopefully y'all can see it. I'll download some of these. Yeah, it's from the first case. I'll download some of these and put them on that free tier of Patreon. Yeah. Let's see. This is more of that. So, yeah, these are the FBI documents about him and Ghislaine with the child prostitution. All right. So my eyes are a bit tired, y'all. I cannot read tonight. I can't. We've been live for like 3 hours, but we will get into some more of this tomorrow, and some more files and stuff like that. Just to show you guys, let me show you guys something else though. Thank you so very much, Black Sheep Lone Wolf, for the super sticker. I definitely appreciate it. You know what? You better stop being ageist towards me, Aaliyah. Stop it. Y'all gonna let her be ageist against me, making fun of me because I'm old. Okay, so we have the flight history and stuff like that, where they went, who went with them, who was on the plane, and like even like thinking about like if you just put in like a search, you put in like Clinton, or you can put in Trump. Because there was a flight with Trump. Well, his whole family was on the flight, actually. Now, you know, him and Trump got into it real bad, according to these documents. Looks like the same flight plan. It's 35 passengers, so that was that was the, whatchamacallit. Um, this is all January 26, 2014. Yeah. So, yeah, there's the flight plans with the list of people that were on them, but and then we got the drive with all of the crazy files and stuff like that in there. But this right here is so got all the text messages. We got some text messages. Um, we got his text messages and all of this, and like you can just kind of like do a search, like let's say Trump, right? And so what comes up is all of the text messages related to Trump. So what we'll do tomorrow is we'll pick a person and we'll just read. We'll organize it and just read through about those people and stuff like that. So we can do Ghislaine, um, you know, any of them. So let me see. And then we also have this is what he bought on Amazon. Okay. This is what we bought on Amazon. So some of this stuff was like regular stuff, but again, we got stuff like Lolita, that book, which is, self-explanatory. Um, and he had a lot of books like this, like Secrets to Raising Successful Children, how to, do stuff. He had a lot of self-help books, a lot of anti-Trump books. The Devil's Bargain, Steve Bannon, Donald Trump, and the Nationalist Uprising. Like anything, any book that was written during the Trump presidency, he definitely had it. Even had it, he had some anti-Clinton stuff. They even got his buying draws. But I told y'all I was on here and oh, okay, that's for look, that didn't look right. That's a CPAP hose. Okay. Kushner, prostate massagers, all weird stuff. Okay, so some of the stuff is like pretty average and regular, but he also had like a lot of weird shit in here. A lot of weird shit. A lot of sex books. Like dirty old man shit, you know. All right. I will see you guys later. See you guys later on tomorrow. Thank you guys for coming through. I definitely appreciate the support. And we're gonna get through this not Clinton, these Epstein files together. Okay. Round one says, I want to see how much Claressa makes off her next fight. That is something that we all want to be nosy about. Okay. What is this? Yes, as Britt says, the movie adaptation of Lolita is on Tubi. After I watched it, I questioned why was it made and why the hell did I watch the whole thing? Girl. Well, all right. Hey, Fuzzy Wuzzy Boo. All right, y'all. I'm gonna get out of here because my eyes are tired and I feel like I need to take like a spiritual bath or something after looking at them pictures and just even thinking about what was happening. Okay. Uh why was Michael Jackson and Diana Ross on a private jet with Jeff Epstein? Why? Anyway, we may never find out. I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.